Welcome to ChristiTutionalist Politics Podcast, aka CTP. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard, and that's L-E-N-A-R-D. CTP is your no muss, no fuss, just me, you, and occasional guest type podcast. Really appreciate you tuning in. As Graham Norton would say, let's get on with the show!
In the heart of Wyandotte, he rose from the ashes with a voice like thunder that no one can clash with. Born in the summer of '62, a warrior spirit strong and true, with a pen as his sword and ideas ablaze. In the battle for truth, he's setting the stage. Joseph Leonard, hear the call of the brave, fighting for liberty, our rights to save. From the shadows of doubt, he's lighting the way. With honor and integrity, he'll never sway. In the realm of fiction, he weaves his art, a political thriller that tears you apart. Terror strikes echo, a warning to heed. In a world of chaos, he plants the seed. Cancer came knocking, but he stood tall, a survivor spirit ready to fall. Joseph Leonard, hear the call of the brave, fighting for liberty, our rights to save. From the shadows of doubt, he's lighting the way. With honor and integrity, he'll never sway. Podcasts are rolling, his voice rings clear. In a symphony of truth we gather near. Defending the Constitution, he leads the crowd. In the name of freedom, he stands proud. So raise up your voice, let this anthem ignite. For Joseph Leonard, let's stand and unite.
Hello, everybody. You can kind of see Boo's ears here. There's Boo. Say hi to everybody, Boo. Good boy, Boo. My sister's new cat that seems to be enjoying spending a lot of time up here with me. But at any rate, while Boo's here lounging on the ugly couch, kind of interrupting the shot, you could see his leg here. I last year had a honoring the fallen beyond Memorial Day show, and I figured this year I wanted to just repeat it rather than try to replicate it. I'm just going to go into a reprise of last year's honoring the fallen beyond Memorial Day. Thank you all for tuning in. Take care. God bless.
Greetings, everyone, on this somber day of remembrance. It is a official holiday derived from Holy Day, which I've spoken on regarding other episodes, rather pieces that I've written for TheLibertyBeacon.com. For this May special is Memorial Day weekend special. And remember, this is not a happy holiday. I know we are all caught up usually in automatically saying happy whatever day for a holiday, but please try to be conscious of the thought this is a fond remembrance, a somber remembrance, a commemoration day. In fact, if I recall correctly, I'm like 99% certain this holiday originated as Commemoration Day back when those wanting to honor the U.S. dead of the Civil War, both North and South, trying to have a reconciliation to bring our nation back together, created Commemoration Day, which then later became Memorial Day. And remember, all gave some gave all in so many conflicts and even in peacetime. But Memorial Day is for honoring those who died in battle. I think many of us accept and are willing to extend those who then may have succumbed later to their wounds, not in battle, but while still in service of our country, or died in any way, shape, or form while in the uniform in service of our nation. I think most are willing to be open-minded and open-hearted enough to extend that. But today's May special is going to be rather short. I don't have a new TheLibertyBeacon.com piece, but I have one that I wrote last year, June 3rd, 2023, honoring the fallen beyond Memorial Day. And of course, you can go to, and I hope you will, TheLibertyBeacon.com. In the search field, you can either search for the title Honoring the Fallen Beyond Memorial Day, or put in Joseph M. Leonard. And, you know, if there are new people listening, it looks like Leonard. It's not French. I'm actually of Polish, German, and Italian descent. Yes, descendants of immigrants to America, but you know, immigration is a whole other story. And I've got a couple articles and a couple of ChristiTutionalist politics shows on that I hope you'll check out. But it looks French. It's not Leonard. It's Leonard without an O. Put Joseph M. Leonard without the O in the search bar at TheLibertyBeacon.com, and it will bring up all my pieces. And the first thing I do when I open that article, which again, I hope you'll go and read, I'm not going to cover the whole thing, but indeed, I am actually scrolling through that article right now online as I record this. The first thing there is image, meme. I can't, it's the image source is from American Gold Star Mothers, Inc. And it says, relayed an image of the flag. There is a difference. Armed Forces Day, the third Saturday of each May, honors those serving. Memorial Day, the last Monday of each May, remember those who died while serving. Veterans Day, the 11th day of each November, honors those who served. Please remember the distinction and the difference of those holidays. and I'm going to read this part. Minor qualm regarding what Sony actually said versus the clear intent. It indeed as an official declared holiday, however, not an anniversary. Others call it a Memorial Day anniversary. In my mind, Sonny being someone else on social media that I was referring to there, who called it an anniversary. And I discuss it in my 9/11 remembrance episode, which I hope you'll check out. I'll include links to that 9/11 remembrance show in the show notes for this special. Anniversaries, in my mind, are reserved for, like happy things. Your birthday is an anniversary, celebrating the anniversary of one's birth. Wedding anniversaries, right? Generally, we celebrate those as a happy anniversary event. So, again, and I have shows on this and TLB pieces on this, the left twisting and warping of language. Language matters. We on the right have to be more careful in our use of it and use proper terms. They matter. In my TLB piece, there is a video embed. So again, please take the time to go to TheLibertyBeacon.com and look up my Honoring the Fallen Beyond Memorial Day, again, which was written after Memorial Day, dropped June 3rd of 2023 to make that point. Remember, Memorial Day, while indeed an official holiday, is not an anniversary per se, but a remembrance and or a commemoration day. And we should honor our fallen well beyond Memorial Day and honor our people serving well beyond Armed Forces Day and those who have served well beyond Veterans Day, as well as my TLB pieces, remembering our freedoms and rights well beyond the 4th of July. There's a two-part piece for that. But embedded in this article at TLB, I have the best of Ronald Reagan's Memorial Day speeches embedded. That's an important thing. I have Billy Ray Cyrus, not really a fan, but his YouTube video of Some Gave All, the official music video, is embedded there because that's such a great and wonderful, heartfelt song. Also, I have a link to a Moment of Clarity show with Pastor Richard Clark Dietering and also my friend Ed Bondarenka co-hosts the show. The Memorial Day show from May 27th of 2023. You can listen to that. That's why, in part, this show is going to be short. I want you to go listen to that show. Again, TheLibertyBeacon.com. Put in the search bar Joseph M. Leonard or Honoring the Fallen Beyond Memorial Day to find that piece, and you'll find those embeds. Also, another audio file from Your American Heritage, which is N. Bondarenka's sole host show, Memorial Day show, May 27, 2023, where he has guest author Scott Powell. So please check that out. Also, I have a great speech video embedded from President George W. Bush at the time, 2002 Memorial Day address. It was the first address following the 9/11 attacks. So that is a very, very important speech to listen to, as well as an embed of Trump's full Memorial Day speech, May 30th, 2017. Please check that out. There is also another video embed, as well as a couple of images there that link to other stories. Please please, I know I say this each episode, and I hope I'm not yet again. Please go to TheLibertyBeacon.com and check out this honoring the fallen beyond Memorial Day piece from June 3rd, 2023. It's very important to me that I was able to write that and share it with people. This show was not yet on the air at that point. So this Memorial Day weekend, this Memorial Day, as I record this, literally just minutes before I will then drop it as a show, was important that I have a chance to now go back and share this with you. And of course, yes, my book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you, in part dedicated to those who served post 9/11 in both Afghanistan and Iraq and elsewhere. There are still operations in Somalia and Syria and in Iraq, other places even throughout the the African continent, not the South African, the African continent, through the Middle East, in parts of Asia that are still ongoing, fighting the war on terror. There are people still fighting and dying on our behalf, and we need to remember them. So please check out my Terror Strikes, Coming Soon to a City Near You book, in part dedicated to first responders of all kinds, especially those who gave the full final sacrifice, whether it be police, EMT, fire, military is an extension, part of our first responders force, especially, of course, the Marines, who are usually our first responder branch of the military that are often sent in first. But to honor all Army, as my friend Ed Bondarenka likes to joke, he didn't really serve our country, he joined the Air Force. Bum. That's Ed that says that, the Air Force as the redheaded stepchild of the armed forces. But to the Navy and who did I leave out? Space Force now, Coast Guard, all. Thank you all for your service, and deep, heartfelt wish that those who perished on our behalf didn't have to do so, but recognizing and honoring you on this day. Thank you all for tuning in. Take care, and God bless.
Stand up for what is right, loves God and shares his message every day and night. Believes in freedom and making his voice heard, sharing his message over all the earth. God loves Joseph for all you do. Stand strong and God bless you.
Thank you for having tuned in for ChristiTutionalist Politics Show. If you haven't already, please check out my primary internationally available book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you. Available anywhere books are sold. If you have locally run bookstores still near you, they can order it for you. And let me remind, over time, the fancy high production items will come. But for now, for starters, it's just you as a very appreciated listener by me. All substance, no fluff, just straight to key discussion points. A show that looks at a variety of topics, mostly politics, through a Christian U.S. constitutionalist lens. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care. God bless. Like and subscribe to ChristiTutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.